A lot of people, I must admit, are scratching their head at you two. Simon, I knew where you'd come from in this, but I would have thought, Carlton, as a man who played 19 times for England, you would be a lot more pessimistic, a lot more optimistic, and not pessimistic.
No, you're taking this the wrong way. What Simon and I are saying, it was a fantastic result. What we're saying is, don't get carried away. Take it for what it is.
But they're not getting carried away.
Yes,
Who's not?
You're trying to carry
No, everybody's...
I don't think England... We're just pushing back in your narrative. I don't think Southgate's getting carried. None of the England players
You heard him start the conversation with, surely we can win a tournament on the back of results like this. Now, we're not like you that wants national holidays when your team goes and draws at Wembley, 0-0. We are realistic.
Yeah. What we're saying is this morning, what I'm saying this is, from your benefit, should this kind of result reinforce the belief that this England team have a trophy in them?
No, listen, we're not arguing with it. It's a good England team.
Does it reinforce your belief?
Well, listen, I believe that they would win in the World Cup. I was 100% behind Gareth and the boys. I believe they can win this tournament, but let's take one game at a time. And on its own, it was a fantastic result away from home in Italy. Great result. First half, I thought it was a tremendous performance. You're going to have a reaction from the Italian second half, so I don't agree with people talking about being a disastrous second half. But overall, good performance. But let's not get what we do in we're great to get carried away. If a player comes in and does, like I said before, Rashford, all of a sudden he's had a fantastic season. He wasn't scoring goals. Everybody was really down on him. He wasn't having a good season. Everybody was down on him. Now everybody's going way the other. We've just got to have a bit of
balance.
level.
And a bit of balance.
And to evaluate the language, reinforce the belief.
Right.
Well, not necessarily, unless the lessons that have been learnt from the previous tournament, which when it comes to the business end, which qualifying, we all know England are going to qualify from this group, right? So this is almost incidental. The manner in which they qualify will give us a backdrop to what we think they're going to do in the tournament. But when they land in the tournament, and if Gareth Southgate has learnt the lessons from a 2018 World Cup final, from a 2021 European Championship, 2018 semi-final, 2018 Championship final, and a loss against the French, then that will reinforce my belief that they can win the European Championships. But nothing about this result reinforces my belief, because my belief is this, that unless he can change the manner of which he operates at big moments in big games, we ain't going to win.
So
with
here's
this
the
guy.
thing. They beat the European champions last night. Italy, if you remember rightly, they beat you at Wembley.
Indeed.
They have an elite manager in Roberto Mancini.
Indeed.
Another box ticked.
Yes.
Out of 10, what do you give it?
I would think going to Italy in a game of this nature, and
I've just said that.
I'm going to qualify it so I can give you the proper answer. In a game of this nature, first one out of the bag after a European Championships where people are a little bit disappointed by losing to France, I'd give it 9 out of 10 because the result is bigger than the performance.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. It's a fantastic. Listen, Jim, it's a fantastic result. But what you're trying to say, because of this result, they can go on to win the Euros. We're not talking about that.
Well, they can.
Well, they can. We said that.
Does it reinforce your belief that they can?
Not this result on its own. I've got to say, listen.
It's not a bad start,
do you believe? Okay, let's examine your belief system. Do you believe that England are going to win a tournament under Gareth Southgate?
Not 100%.
Right, so it can't reinforce it then, can it? Because we don't start with the belief factor.
A lot of people are, even though they probably don't feel it, they feel obliged to support you, Simon. There's a
I'm not obliged to support
you.
him.
No, I'm not talking
Thank
about you,
Carlton.
There's a Portsmouth and England fan, no name in it. Hi, I'm listening to your amazing show. Well, thanks for that. But I'm not happy that you're picking holes in the national team of any description this morning after winning there last night. Let's get behind the team. Let's keep any negative thoughts to ourselves at this time.
But what's negative about being pragmatic and realistic? Okay, what do you want us to do then? The Dance of the Seven Veils? Is that what you want us to do?
I haven't seen you do that since Qatar.
If we'd have lost in Italy, should we all be now in mourning?
Yeah.
What should we be doing in this instance?
You don't need to get too high or too low.
Exactly.
You've got to keep a level perspective on it.
Don't get too high, don't get too low.
No.
Wigan fan Tom, where are you at the moment? High or low?
Hi guys, love the show.
Thanks,
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. What's your take on these two super pessimists?
I don't understand all the negativity. You know, you look at the age of our squad, you've got Bellingham, he's 19. He's running the show at the top. And I think we've had two big setbacks in the past few years, obviously with the Euros and the World Cup. And I think it's the best players who bounce back from things like that.
Yeah, but if we're going to talk about, talking something up, and you're going to talk about Jude Bellingham, well, let's go. I'll go with that one with you. I think he's an outstanding footballer.
Agreed.
And one of the best talents probably since Paul Gascoigne has come along. So if you're going to talk something up, I'm happy to talk up Jude Bellingham all day long.
Yeah, I just think it's the rest of the squad. You look at Saka as well, how well he's doing with Arsenal, and the experience they're going to get from playing in big games, big pressure games. And I think they're just developing as a squad. It's so young. And I think, honestly, next year we'll go to the Euros and do something big.
Do something big as in win it?
Yeah.
All right, Tom. At least somebody said it.
I've got an average age in the team of 27. I'm not sure it's that young.
Nick is a big Leeds and Tottenham fan, and clearly an England fan as well. Nick, when you look at it, I mean, here's a former England player, not Carlton, but former England player just texted me. Winning last night gives confidence and belief that you can go away to difficult places and win. Winning the first title is the hardest thing to do. What do you think? Is that about sum it up, Nick?
Hi guys, I'm a firm believer that we have a trophy-winning team. However, do we have a trophy-winning manager? I'm not 100% sure.
Well, he beat one last night, Nick.
He did, but would a tournament-winning manager have won the final against France? Would he have changed the team? Would he have made the changes that would have won the game? I think we would. I think Southgate should be commended for what he's done to the England team, bringing them forward, getting rid of that laughing stock that they were. But I'm just not sure he's World Cup material. I think he's a very good manager, just not quite.
I think the question mark comes in against Italy at Wembley in the final. I think the problem that Gareth has created for himself is that everybody looked on and thought that he had settled for going for winning by penalties, whereas he had the players on the bench to have a go at winning. And the top managers, the world's top managers, would have said, let's have a go at winning that. We sat in deep. Now, by the grace of God, we lost out on penalties.
Yeah.
Fantastic achievement. But in everybody's mind, that is a tournament we should have won on home soil. And that's what's hampering Gather.
Okay, Nick, thanks for that. I mean, everybody, it seems, is having a bit of a swipe at it. I'm just seeing while you were talking there, Carlton, there's one from Corin. I remember this. I totally agree. It was a good first half, very poor second half. My 11-year-old son was saying, make changes. What are you doing, Southgate? I mean, he can't win. You know, he can't do right for wrong, Gareth.
Listen, but you can't as a football manager unless you win. That's every football manager will tell you that. If they don't win, there's always, and if you win, there's still. Listen, my team Sheffield Wednesday, 23 games unbeaten. The amount of people I've had to talk about because they got beat off Barnsley on Tuesday night, and I'm saying, hang on a minute, we've just gone 23 games unbeaten.
Yeah.
You know, bad results against local rivals, but we're second in the league with games in hand. This is football, Jim.
Yeah. I mean, there's another Paul, the Everton fan. First half was good, second half was poor. But in the past, England might have folded after the 90 minutes. Last night, they managed to drag it out and won it. Paul's right. They got there and they got over the line.
And we have said that. But you started the narrative at the start of it by talking about winning a tournament. We're talking about a great performance that we have rated 8 or 9 out of 10.
You're not doing this just to be on side with him.
No. If I disagreed with Simon, I would tell you.
How many teams beat the Czech side after the 1976 European Championship final? Quite a lot. How many teams beat the Greek side? Your argument is that the Italian side won the European Championship in 2021, so we should now be forever and a day suggesting that they're a great side.
I'm not saying that.
Yes, you did.
I'm saying, does it reinforce your belief that they've got a trophy in them?
But we're not. But no one's starting from the belief system that Gareth Southgate's a trophy, and besides your little mate, probably Danny Mills, that's texting you.
Mark, Liverpool fan, save me. What's your take on it?
Hi guys, thanks for having me on. It was just a quick one, Jim. You to Naples and we've got to win. It was against a team who done worse than your Scotland.
That's not possible.
Was that a swipe at when he was having a dig at me about Scotland, we lost his line, and whoever lost that line through there, I thank you. I mean, honestly, I suppose, sure, nobody is prepared to come on and say that's it. That's why we're going to go all the way and win this thing in Germany in 2024. I didn't expect that, but I expected more this morning.
You don't care.
Oh, no, listen.
There is that.
You're a disingenuous swine.
Listen.
Do my job.
Listen, I am. I like I said to you, I thought we'd get a draw last night.
Well, you were wrong.
For us to win, I'm super happy about that. And I thought in the first half, our performance was good. We have got some exciting players, right? So we're not being pessimistic.
Just not Luke Shaw.
No, not for me. No, it's not for me. And by the way, let me quantify this. I did say that Luke Shaw is having a good season at Man United. I just don't think he's a good defender, and that's been proven. Every game listen, how he doesn't get, and if you watch him in his next game that he plays, how many times when he's forced to defend that he either makes a foul or he's not in the right position to do so. I can watch you a game and show you that, right? I think he's a very good footballer. He should be a good footballer at Manchester United on 150 grand a week. But for me, he's not one of the best left backs in the world. He's not.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.